Morning. How's it doing? How's it doing? How you doing today? More coffee. Gotta wake up. It's about 5 o'clock Saturday morning. Anyway, Dave in Kentucky. Gonna do a shave today. You probably saw the thumbnail. Just run through things anyway. Have a Graydog quilt brush with a brown Maggards synthetic knot. We are using Birth of the Cool by MacDuff's. Just love this scent. I usually pair it with small batch shave tonic, Winter Reserve from Derby City Chop Shop. This is a batch from 2019, and as you can see, I have just enough, I think, for one more shave, but fear not. I have my backup from 22, and I've got another backup from 25 when they came out with it again. All right, so the razor, watching Okie Shaver. If you don't watch him, subscribe. I'll have his a link to his channel in my description. I was watching his last week, and he was talking about doing a Trac 2 shave, and I said, hey, if you want to do them in conjunction, let me know, or whatever. He said, yeah. Then he said, how about, he doesn't really plan much in advance. I don't usually either, but, sometimes I'll do one like this. And he said, how about next week? I said, yep, sounds good. I had to go dig one out, and I was looking and couldn't find one. I thought I had a brand new one in a package, but that's an Atra. I don't know what conglomeration of how they went through the order and stuff. Anyway, closest thing I could come to it was a company that produced these in different forms. This is the Jester razor. It says Jester razor on the back there. So there it is, and it takes a Trac 2 head. It was the Cintiq company, C.A. Daniels and Company from Bristol, Rhode Island. This one says 1993 Cintiq down here, Cintika. So whatever that is, anyway, and it came with a spare blade as well, besides the one that's in it. So it came with two. Anyway, let's get some lather going while we talk, right? Yada, 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 Dave. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, some may have seen I dropped a video that was not a shave video. I had gotten my shelter in finally. Storm shelter. Almost, basically a year to the day. I ordered it on June 2nd. They delivered on June 2nd, so just over a year. This stuff is kind of neat. This MacDuff's gives you that stringy. I love that stuff. I don't know why, but I like it when it gets stringy like that, and then you can get the lather where you want it. Dealing with like 2 or 3 days growth. Definitely going to need to get some water into this. So anyway, I saw that razor back when I was hunting older razors and things. And I thought, well, I don't remember exactly what the thought process was, but when I saw it, I'm sure it was, oh, that's different. Never seen one of those. Well, they're plentiful. Like I said, I think that one copyright was 93. They have them in all different kinds of things. A cat, a turtle, a fish, a dolphin. So it was just, I don't know, a novelty type item, I guess you'd call it. But anyway, we'll see how this blade is. If it's seen better days because it's sitting for years now, I'll grab a fresh one there. Well, plenty of life left. Cuts great. So I'm sure, I can't remember, like I said, the evolution of the cartridge razors, where this one falls. But obviously before they got into doing their pivot head and that garbage. So a good option. If you're traveling or something, or especially flying. Like anything, it's a blade. Knocked all that off in a hurry. You want to get closer, you go again. You want to get closer still, you go again. So we'll go again. So anyway, I have the shelter video. I did that basically because, I mean, when I had ordered it and I had to wait a year, I was wanting to see other videos, in particular on the shelter I was getting. And there are some out there, but not a lot, and none showed the complete setup process, what was involved. There's a lot involved with it. You know, they'll have cut videos and showing it. So it's not like it's a divergence in what my channel's doing. It's a shave channel. But anyway, I thought others might enjoy seeing it. Especially if they're ordering one and then waiting on it. You know, when you're waiting for a year, you can't get enough of seeing what you just put a deposit on and you're going to be waiting on. Anyway, that was a nice idea. I think TC, Tommy, he said, hey, why don't you do a shave video in there? And I was like, I might, but there's such an echo effect in there. I told my wife I might even put some foam boards or something on the walls to break up the sound. And I will be doing a video once we get things set up in there. So don't be surprised you see a video drop eventually again about the shelter. Just a little more information about it. Maybe some why I decided to get that one. Which is going to invite the trolls and the keyboard warriors. Everyone will come on and tell me why above ground shelter is just no good, yada yada yada, and basing it on things they've heard or seen, but not any factual information. Because I did a lot of research, as I do with most things, before I even made the purchase. But there's always that know-it-all. If you didn't live through the Moore tornado, you don't know that it's no good. Anyway. I'll just try to make an informative video for thinking people to decide what works best for them. It's one of those situations where one size or thing does not fit all. You've got to do your due diligence, Figure out what's best for you and your family and your circumstances or situation. And then go with it, you know? Anyway, that's my thinking on it. So I will do one eventually. We've got right now, so far all we've done is got our camping cots that we don't use anymore now that we have the little trailer that we use. It has beds built in. Told my wife, glad we didn't get rid of those. So if we had to spend any length of time out there waiting a storm out. Be a little more comfortable. And that's what I'll do is I'll go back and see people's videos that, let me get a quick rinse. There are people that have made videos after they've used their shelter. Perhaps an area even more prone than where we're at, and had the actual use of it. And they'll tell you what things they had in their shelter, what they found useful, what was not useful, things that they wish they had done. So, you know, that's my research. I'll go through that and see what I think will work for us. Let's get a little witch hazel. So anyway, you saw it's kind of a, a Trac 2 shave. It's no drama, no fuss, easy shave. And yet, it will clean you up just like anything. Sharp razor blade and a blade holder. Like I said, there it is. The last of the dregs. Perfect. I wondered if it would be enough. It was plenty. What a nice scent. But I've got the backup to that. Alright, so there you have it. If I was in the middle of a thought and left it, I'm sorry, because it's gone. Anyway, like I said, I'll have this in my description. I'll have a link to Patrick's channel, Okie Shaver. If you don't follow him, I would. I enjoy watching him, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. I see ones come and go from mine just because YouTube lets me know, but I enjoy watching his content. If you enjoy mine, it's similar somewhat. Just a guy shaving, using stuff, talking about maybe what's going on in his life, what he's doing that day. Anyway, like I said, I'll have a video come probably. We're excited about having the shelter. Always wanted to get one. We live in a manufactured home, so quick story, I guess. We're at 13 and a half minutes. When we moved here to help my in-laws, be close to them, we got these 3 lots that were adjoining them when they became available. We bought them. And so I wanted to build something small and simple. She said, no, let's get a mobile home, stick it on there, and just gut it and redo things. So anyhow, that's what we did. Keep mom happy. So I just told her 2 conditions. I could build a shed for the bike and a little shop. And when a storm comes and you're nervous, you want to go next door to their house, go ahead. I'm going to stay here with the dogs, go to bed. I'll either wake up and go to work or I won't, because too many storms come and go and nothing happens. And I wasn't trying to be just non-caring, but I was like, there's not much you can do. I've seen situations where friends had left a mobile home, went to the basement of their parents' home. Their mobile home was not touched. The home got destroyed and they got injured in the basement. So, you know, what's going to happen is going to happen. So we're in a position, we're able to get a shelter now, doing what would be the logical thing, try to make some preparations, be ready for something that might happen when you're able to. So anyway, Sorry about that ramble, but just thought I'd throw that out there. That's why we're kind of excited about finally getting it and being happy with what we got. Anyway, Dave in Kentucky, thanks for joining me with the shave. It was Trac 2, Razor, just another version. If you're not familiar with the Trac 2s, I'm sure Patrick will show you. They just have the blades that just slide on this little channel there. Have a little channel, you just slide the blade on and get a great shave. Dave in Kentucky, be kind, be safe out there, and we'll see you on the forum.